appreciate Matthew Hatton. We appreciate everything that he did, the fight that he brought to the table. Matthew is a class act. Matthew brought everything to the table. He trained hard. He demonstrated that, and we want to bring up Matthew Hatton to answer a few questions and talk to you about the experience up in that ring. He put on a tremendous performance, and we have to respect that. Matthew.
Cheers, Oscar. It's just, you know, it was a tough fight, and you know, he's a great fighter. You know, for someone 20 years of age, you know, I think he's a remarkable fighter, and I think he's going to go on to do, you know, wonderful things in the sport. You know, I give him my best. Obviously, the size difference was too much for me to overcome. I was never seriously hurt in the fight, to be honest, but he's got such a good punch variety, and you know, like I say, I think he's going to go down to do some great things in the sport, and I wish him all the best. I give it everything he had tonight, but you know, he was just too big, really. So I moved back down to welterweight now and see what opportunities come up for me there.
I really want to, we've had the opportunity, the good luck, the good fortune to work with the Hattons for the past, I don't know, 4 or 5 years now. And I really want to tell you all that the Hattons is a first-class family. I have worked with many fighters, but never have I come across such honorable and good people like Ray and his wife Carol and Ricky and Matthew. These are truly, genuinely good people. And it is a real honor and a pleasure that I have the fortune to work with you, and I can tell you I'm happy and I'm looking forward to continue to work with you, not only with Hatton Promotions, who we're working with on the Amir Khan fight on April the 16th in London, but evenly or even more importantly with this young man here, Matthew Hatton. Matthew really, in the last 12, 18 months or so, 2 years, really became his own. In a way, stepped out of the shadow of his brother Ricky and made a name for himself. And tonight, he made a name for himself here in the United States. And I can assure you that this young man here, Matthew Hatton, will become welterweight champion of the world. And whatever we can do in our power, whatever I can do in my power, with Golden Boy Promotions, we will give him that world title opportunity. You have our fullest support. All of you guys, all of you Hattons are really a first-class act. Thank you.
I do agree, happen to agree with Mr. Schaefer here. You and your brother are top of the line fighters, never give up. I mean, the best. I'm going to ask you something.
Hugo,
casi
lo hacías llorar al Canelo.
A young fighter. What are some of the flaws
Son preguntas, no
comentarios. Seen in Canelo? You can.
Yeah, I don't think, you know, he has any massive weaknesses. You know, fighters can always improve. You know, I felt I caught him with some good shots tonight, but he was just too big, really. You know, it's very disheartening when you land these shots. He was too big and he was able to come through them, and I think that was the big difference, really. He was the better fighter on the night, you know, the bigger fighter. So obviously fighters can always improve. I think he can improve his defence, make himself a little, you know, I did hit him quite easily at times, but my punches weren't having enough effect, really. So, you know, but like I say, he doesn't have too many weaknesses, and I think he can go on to do some great things in the sport, I really do.
I think as well with that performance tonight, I'm sure you guys, boxing experts, you would agree with me. I don't know any welterweight. If that Matthew Hatton shows up, I don't know any welterweight who could beat him. And so you haven't seen the last of Matthew here in the United States, and I'm really excited and look forward to have you back here in the US, Matthew. All right. Questions from our colleagues from the British media, or?
Not as hard as you've been hit, Matthew.
Yeah, I'd say so. You know, I'm a tough fighter, I've got a good chin, but yeah, he did have, you know, considerable power, and I think against a lesser fighter than me with not as good chin, I think you'll see just how big a hitter he is in the future. But yeah, he's a good puncher. But his punch variety was the thing that surprised me really. You know, I'd seen it on video, but I didn't quite expect it to be that good. You know, the way he works the body, uses the uppercuts. For someone 20 years of age, remarkable. I'm glad I fought him at 20, not 25, put it that way.
What are you looking to do now? What are you looking to do right before you come back again?
Yeah, obviously it was a tough fight for me. I was never seriously hurt in the fight, to be honest. You know, I'll go away, I'll spend time with my family, with the little boy. I don't want too long off, you know, I'd like to go home and see what opportunity, you know, I think even though I can perform better, you know, I give it everything I had tonight, but it was just too big, you know, 8 pounds difference on the night against a quality fighter, that's too much, so I moved back down to my natural welterweight, and I look for a world title opportunity at welterweight, and obviously why not?
Do you feel a bit of grief that you never even got around off the judges?
I'll have to see when I watch it back on tape, but he was just coming through my punches really, and that was due to the size difference. You know, 8 pounds on the night is a lot of weight, you know, but he's a class act, a quality fighter, exciting, great punch variety, he can hit. So as a boxing fan, I look forward to seeing how he does in the future.
Matt, the people in the arena and obviously everyone watching on HBO will go away thinking you're an incredible warrior, strong, great chin. It's not the same as achieving your dream, but is it a consolation?
Not really, no. I'm disappointed because I genuinely thought I was going to win this fight. But I know I keep saying it. He was too big. So you know, he never seriously hurt me in the fight. You know, so that gives me confidence to know that I can move back down to welterweight and give the world's best welterweights a run for the money.
I mean, the scenario I could see that maybe Matthew has a fight back in Manchester, and then we can see if we can do a fight against the winner of Berto and Victor Ortiz. That could be a possibility. I did have conversations with HBO, and you know, for Matthew going back to welterweight and, you know, have a victory or two, he definitely will be back on HBO here in the United States. HBO was very impressed with his performance.
Matt, there's the one time he did sort of seem to be nervous in the last 20 seconds. Was there a time in the fight where you went from thinking you could win to just sort of get through the round?
Not really, no. I was always trying to win. You know, I was still, you know, trying to land some big shots. But it was just the size difference, really. Even when I was catching him, you know, he wasn't seriously hurting him, and that can be very disheartening as a fighter. But no, I tried to win all the way through the fight. But just I couldn't do it. He was too big. He was too good on the night for me.
All right, thank you very much. And thank you all for coming.